the Smiley J Artist Zone, a platform for and about independent artists, music, interviews, and much, much more. Now, give it up, your host, Smiley J.
Welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone, a worldwide platform dedicated to independent music creators, which consists of singers and songwriters, producers, DJs, musicians, poets, and spoken word artists. And if you fall into any of these categories and you have original music or cover music that has been properly, vetted and cleared, because we don't want any copyright issues, then this definitely is the place for you. I am your host, Smiley J, and I want to welcome everyone. Welcome to the Artist Zone. I'm so glad that you are hanging out with me today. This is a cool and inviting space, not only to independent music creators, but, also to all my music heads out there. Yes, all of the real music heads who are open to listening and discovering new music from various genres. Now, if this is you, you're my kind of people. Yes, indeed. Now, remember, you can listen to the Artist Zone show on your favorite music streaming platform, or you can find me in most podcast directory. But just remember, wherever you listen to the show, just remember to hit that follow button and tell a friend, because we know that sharing is caring. Now, if you like what's happening over here in the Artist Zone and you want to help support the show, you can become a Patreon member and enjoy some bonus exclusive content. Now, the good news is that you determine your support level and your donation offering. You can become a Patreon member by visiting patreon.podbean.com/TSJAZ. That's patreon.podbean.com/TSJAZ. And just remember that your donation will continue to help support your show, promote these artists out here, and also help them expand their fan base all across the world. All right. I have a great show lined up for you. Now, today's guest, you probably have heard his voice on some of your favorite songs that's sitting right in your playlist, and you probably have also seen him on stages all across the world. Now, he is a singer, songwriter, an arranger, vocal coach. He is known throughout the entertainment industry for his contribution in music recordings, television, and film. I need you guys to help me give a warm welcome to the talented and handsome Mr. Jason Morales. Welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone. How are you today, sir?
I am excellent. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, no complaints, and if I had them, I wouldn't do it.
Listen, it don't help no way, okay?
Right. Tell me about it. I am so glad to have you here today in the Artist Zone.
I'm happier to be here with you.
Yes. Listen, I want to congratulate you on your new music.
Thank you so much.
Can't get enough of your love.
Yes.
Babe, look, babe. I got to get
babe.
Babe.
Come on. You got to get a very white babe.
You got to get
Come
that
on,
babe.
You got to give it out,
Oh, my God. And I love the visual. I love the video. It's so cute and fun.
Thank you. You know what? I had such a fun time with that music video. It was an excellent shoot with my homeboy Courage and Favor Films, and he kind of directed the video, and we collabed on that, and my boy B Music Cooks kind of did the creative direction, and it was just such a small group of people to pull it all together, and we did it so fast. We got it done in just a number of hours, literally.
See?
And because time is money, and when you're an independent artist like myself, every dollar counts. Okay,
I know all about it. And listen, and you don't need a huge bunch of folks to get the job done. So
Absolutely.
Shout out to your team, your video team. It's beautiful.
Thank you
fun,
so much.
And your love interest, she is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, that's Marla, and she is gorgeous. And I tagged her in all of my social media. Please follow her. She's doing so many wonderful, amazing things.
I will certainly do that. I love when my people doing great things.
Absolutely.
Okay, Jason, and can we talk?
Yes, let's get into it.
Okay, listen. Now, you did a cover from like the soul legend, the lyric seducer, the man with the bass voice, the orchestra. I mean, just classic soul.
Yeah.
Like Barry White had like a catalog of music ranging from soul, disco, funk, and all of his music is fire. Like all of it is fire.
He was the man. Barry White was the man.
Yes. I'm waiting for the documentary. What's up?
Listen,
What's up,
I would love.
We waiting for it. Come on with it.
If you need my little help, I'm happy to put it in. Because I'm putting in my bids now.
There you go, Tyler, Mr.
Perry.
If you listening, come on,
Mr. Perry.
Mr. Perry.
I love you. I love your work, and I would love to be a part of anything you got going on.
There we go.
The truth about it is I had always loved this song. I remember it from when I was very young. And what I remember most about the song is that anytime it came on, people automatically just got up and started dancing and having a good time. And, you're down and out, can't get it up, it just made you feel good,
Yes.
But I remember being very young and always hearing it a different way. I always heard a different rendition of this song in my head. And I always wondered what it would be with a different take on it because, it's what I'm saying. As soon as you hear the original version, you want to get up and dance and you feel good and you're vibing and it just creates a good feeling. And a lot of times when you vibing like that, you're not really paying attention to the words. But I was like, wow, these are really good lyrics. And I wanted to make sure that the people actually were paying attention to the fact that in addition to this song making you feel good and being this good vibrationally, this is a love song, and the lyrics are so beautiful. And I just kind of wanted to showcase them in a different way. And so that was my hope and my intention with it. And I literally pulled in so many favors from my talented friends and peers.
You're supposed to. Yes.
Yeah, and everybody showed up for me. So I was really, 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 really grateful.
So, I have to say, the arrangement is sick.
Thank you.
It is so sick. It's like, you have to be a Barry White fan to be like, wait a minute. Those lyrics, I know I've heard them before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the lyrics are beautiful, and it definitely pulled you in. But I just love that arrangement.
Thank you.
So you lived with this arrangement in your head for a minute.
Yeah, you know what? I actually sat with it and worked through different variations of it for actually a few years. I had an early version of it, and I just decided that I needed to redo everything, and I redid everything. And I just heard it in this specific way. And I needed, can I shout out the people who played on it?
Please do.
I feel like it's so important to always give credit where credit is due.
Yes.
So I want to tell you the players on it because I'm spoiled.
Come on with it. Come on. We want to know.
So on keys, that is Mr. Gil Smith. On organ, that is Lynette Williams, Hammond gal. On bass, that is Eric Pickfunk Smith. On guitar, that is Errol Cooney. Hold on, I'm missing the answer. On drums, that's Varro Johnson. And on all the strings and horns, that entire arrangement as well as the playing of said instruments is by Dante Winslow.
Dante.
Yes.
Okay, so listen, crew, Gil, Lynette, Eric, Arrow, who is Vero?
Varro.
Okay.
Varro Johnson.
And Dante. Shout out to you guys.
Shout
Wonderful.
out to this beautiful group of musicians. And while I'm on the shout out thing, I want to give a special shout out to the BGVs because that's important as well. It is such an integral part of my music. So I want to shout them out because it's like they showed up for me. Okay, Ashley J is one of the singers. So Ashley J, I have Lynn Fidmont, I have Alana Lindsay, I have Val Pinkston, I have Brandon Winbush, I have Kara Britz, I have Marquita Knight, I have Norel, I have Derek Evans, and that's me on backgrounds too. So it was a solid group of people, and my friends, I mean, you can really just kind of Google any one of those names. And when I say that I'm spoiled, it's because my friends are really accomplished musicians, and they are really the who's who of musicians, and they play with all of the top names in this business. And so I will always take a moment to honor them because because I feel so honored that they would bless me with their talents. So, yeah.
And they certainly did that. I mean, I know I heard a lot of voices. I'm like, that the background, but I know you know.
Oh, yeah.
I knew you
was in there.
Yes.
My big mouth was all up and through there.
Well, shout out to your team, and the song flows very smoothly, and you need that support, the musicians and the great background vocalists. So, shout out to the team.
Shout out to the team.
Let's just call them the Dream Team. How about that?
The Dream Team is right, and I am so grateful for them.
Yes. No, Jason, my platform is dedicated to independent artists such as yourself.
Yes.
But I have to say, unlike some of my past guests, who are also independent artists and doing great things in the world of music, you have toured the world, shared the stage, and recorded, with music legends and icons.
I've been very blessed.
Yes. Now, did you ever imagine that your beautiful gift of voice would take you on the musical path that you're currently on now?
Yeah. I sure did. I'm not even going to lie or hold you. I ain't going to hold you at all. Because let me tell you, I remember, first of all, music is my first love. It is the thing that freed me. Mm-hmm. I remember being very young, and I remember being very awkward with my gift and being praised for it when it made people look good, but then teased for it on the other side of it. So I always ran to music as refuge. And I remember always wanting to take my music as far as possible. I loved the feeling of when I stood in front of a crowd and would pour out my heart in song and feel the vibration that I received back from the audience when they received what it is that I was putting out. And so I knew that music was my calling, and I knew that music is exactly what I wanted to do. I watched the legends do it, and I wanted that. And so I remember praying very young for that. So it is not a surprise to me that I have found my way into this business. It is not lost on me that it is the grace of God that has kept me in this business, and it is His grace and mercy that has afforded me all of these opportunities. I believe in God, and I know that this is His favor on my life, and I'm just going to walk in it, and I thank God for it.
There you go. And the power of prayer. Look at that. You asked for this young, you prayed, you believe it, and you have it.
Absolutely. And I'm so grateful. God, He grants us the desires of our hearts. Yes. And He also said in His word that, our gifts will always make room for us. So I am excited for every opportunity that I get a chance to share my music. And I wasn't sure exactly how people were going to receive the single, because when you touch specific legendary type songs, people get all up in their feels about it. And I understand that. I'm a musician, but I'm also a fan of music. So I understand, you better don't touch that. Leave that song alone. Leave that classic untouched. You know what I mean? But I've been very, very grateful that it seems to be received very well. The people are loving the different take on it. And I'm grateful for that.
Well, you definitely sprinkle Jason's magic on there, along with the Dream Team. So I love it. It definitely worked.
Thank you.
Now, as I mentioned, I have a lot of up-and-coming and legendary independent artists that listen to the show.
Absolutely.
So, I like to use this platform to also educate, some of my newer, younger artists. So here's the part where I educate, enlighten, and I want to talk about some of your accomplishments to some of the folks who may not be familiar with Jason Morales, right?
Okay.
So we got to let them know. I got to Google you,
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you have provided studio background vocals, again, to a lot of iconic legends. And I'm going to do a little bit of name dropping, yes. Because we need to shout you out. Okay.
Okay.
The late, great Whitney Houston.
Absolutely, I have.
The fine Mr. Lenny Kravitz.
I have Lenny Kravitz.
You are my son, Stevie Wonder.
Yes, absolutely.
Q, Quincy Jones.
Yes, I was signed to Quest Records when I was young.
Look at that. Okay. Layla Hathaway.
Absolutely.
And many, many others. Okay.
I mean, we're going to throw Beyonce right up on
Wait a minute. You know
we're
what?
not going to neglect Queen B.
Listen, I don't want no buzzing. Okay, y'all.
I don't want no problems with the Beehive.
I don't want no problems. Okay, so listen.
Listen, I got a chance to work with Beyonce on the Lion King soundtrack on the record Spirit, and also got a chance to perform with her on the Grammy Awards, and then there was the Stevie Wonder tribute that the Grammy Awards was presenting as well. So I've worked with her on a couple different occasions, and you know my resume is very broad. I've worked with a lot of different artists in a lot of different genres. And I just I'm grateful. You know, I count it all like preparation is key. I worked really hard to get into some of the rooms that I fought my way into. But it really is, it's gratitude on my end. I just feel like it's favor of God, and I'm so grateful for all of those experiences and all the ones that were not named, all the television stuff, all the film stuff that I've done, all the wonderful opportunities that I've had. It's all gratitude and favor.
Yes, and I'm glad that you mentioned Beyonce because you toured with her, right?
No. My work with Beyonce was only in studio.
In the studio, okay.
And we did, like I said, we've done award shows together, and we did the Stevie Wonder tribute together.
Okay. Now, I know that you toured with Mesa because I've seen you on the stage with Mesa and Layla and a couple of other folks because, listen, I've been following you for a minute. So I will wait for, you know, when they introduce the background and you do your thing, I'm like, yes, he get ready to do it. I'm like, yeah, that guy right there, he about to do it.
Hey, I'm going to try my best every time. I'm going to give myself every time. I like I said, I've been blessed to work with a lot of artists, I hit the road with a lot of people. A lot of people know me from working with Layla Hathaway because I've been working with Layla since 2007, and so it's a long time. They also know me from working with Rasan Patterson and touring with him, and Kenny Lattimore, and I've also worked with the Jason Derulos of the world and the Jennifer Lopez's of the world, and I've been on the road with these people. So everything from every scale, the more independent artists all the way up to your Beyoncés and Justin Biebers and, all of your top names. So God has afforded me a lot of amazing opportunities. So I'm kind of full spectrum in that way. And I don't take none of it for granted.
Well, you definitely put in the work, and I mean, you're getting the phone calls, so that says a lot about, your work ethics and your dependability and your gift, your talents.
Thank you. Like I have worked very hard. I've worked extremely hard to get to where I'm at, and that comes with a lot of hours put in, and that's the thing. You can't expect for anybody to give it to you. You really have to go and get it. And that's even in today's society, and in the releasing of my single, I Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe, I see how the industry is different today than it was 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. And it's just about not fighting what the changes are, but finding ways to make them work for our artistry. And that is the goal, but that is the grind, and that is the hustle. And so we as independent artists, we got to make it happen for ourselves because we don't have big industry backing us.
Although you have supported many artists, I know that it must feel really good, like having pour energy into your own solo project.
Yeah. Well, this was really a labor of love. Like I said, I kind of wrestled with this particular song for a few years to get it done the right way, and to make sure that it was done the way that I wanted it to be done and presented the way that I wanted it to be presented. I poured my heart and soul into it. Every aspect of it is an extension of me. And I was telling somebody recently, I'm so super proud of it. Like, if this was the one thing that I could say, hey, listen to this. This is a summation of where I'm at right now as an artist and in my life. I would play this, and I'm so proud of it. So it's my love poured into music, and I'm just grateful that the people who are receiving it well are receiving it, and that it's touching people in ways that I hadn't imagined. I'm getting such great messages and such great feedback from people, and I'm so grateful for it.
Good. Good, good. Well, you guys out there listening, you get to hear it today for those of you who haven't heard it.
Yes.
But I'm going to carry on with these questions right now.
Let's go.
Now, because you toured with a lot of people, I have to ask this question. Like, do you have any pre-show rituals other than prayer? Because I know you're a praying man.
Yeah.
Do you have any other...
Absolutely.
Okay,
because I'm a teacher of voice. So I am a firm believer in vocal health and wellness. So there is an entire kind of situation for me on show day, which includes, severe hydration. I mean, I drink a lot of water in preparation because, our vocal folds and lining, they don't receive water in the way that, a lot of our other organs do. It takes water about a couple hours to pass through our system to internally hydrate our vocal folds and lining. So I start drinking water first thing. I'm a firm believer in steaming and warming up my voice. I warm up my instrument properly. And as a teacher of voice, again, I'm an advocate for it. So, and all of that takes place before the sound check. That's before I even make sound at sound check. And then I have another vocal warm up that I incorporate before showtime. So yeah, there's a series of things that I do.
I know it.
yeah, that I do to prepare for, to give it out,
See, he ready. He stay ready. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, having worked alongside like many great iconic singers, what are some of the takeaways or lessons learned that you apply to your own career as an independent artist?
Well, I've seen it on so many levels. I've seen it on the major level. I've seen it on the indie level. I've seen it on every level in between, and I'm talking about working with artists on full ends of the spectrum. What I said the greatest takeaway is to be sincere with your craft. I believe in what it is that I'm putting out, and when you really believe in your art. You just trust the process. Everything's not going to make sense. It's been an interesting journey just putting out this music. And one thing that I've learned is that you have to have really tough skin in this business. But I've learned that. I've seen it done well. And I've seen it done with a lot of the artists that I've worked with. And the lessons that they've taught me about how to take a stage to command your audience, but as well as how to make sure to separate that business from your personal and have tough skin where it is applicable. And understand, opinions are like people. Everybody, it's a different type of person. Everybody got a different type of opinion. And so for those who love and support it, focus and keep your energy in that space. So that was a big takeaway for me.
Good. Now, I know my folks out here listening, my indie artists are listening, and you are definitely a grinding independent artist.
Absolutely.
So do you have, like, any other, like, business advice to all my indie artists out there listening right now?
Well, business advice is keep your business together. I mean, I work on the contracting side of the industry as well. I am a independent vocal contractor for a lot of television and film. I have contracted things for a lot of major networks, including, Fox, Netflix, CBS, ABC. Like, I'm talking about big productions, and for some of your favorite television shows I've contracted for. And the business side of it is as important as the talent side of it, because talent is not enough. Because there's a lot of talented people out here. There are great singers everywhere, and there are great musicians everywhere. And I live in Hollywood, and you can just walk down the boulevard, and there's tons of talent right there. So your business must be in order. So make sure that you understand how industry works. You have to understand that as a singer, when you're walking into situations, what you should be making, what scale is, what the numbers are, what does it mean when you record one track or or 3 tracks or 4 tracks, and what the price difference should be according to industry standard. So it's important to educate yourself on the union side of things. I am a member of SAG-AFTRA, have been for 20-something years. Longer than that. But anyway, been there. When there
well, you look like you're 12, so...
Well, that's cool. I'm going to take it. And so I started very young. Let's go there. At least, that's because that is the truth. I started in the business very, very young, so my union card came early. But I'm a member of SAG-AFTRA, but I'm also a member of the Grammy Union. And I think it's important to immerse yourself into every... situation you can as far as this industry is concerned. When you talk about like the Grammys, I feel like there needs to be more representation from diverse communities.
Yes.
And I think that there are certainly more people eligible than they think they are. And we should get more conversations going, because why should someone who's never listened to a rap record be able to vote in a rap category? You understand what I'm saying? Things like that.
Yes.
So for all of my young independent artists, I would say do your work, open your eyes, and understand that this is a business. It is not called music friendship. It's called show business. You know what I'm saying? So understand the business side of it. Get your accounting in order. Make sure that you have a wonderful accountant to take care of you for the times when the money is coming in, and making sure that it is paid out properly. And all of those things are very important. So I would say educate yourself and prepare yourself.
Great advice. And also check out your local chapter, your Grammy chapter. Join that so you can have a voice. Yes.
I'm a voting member of the Grammy Association, so I can advocate from a place of being a part of the thing that I'm saying you should be a part of. Great
advice. Take heed, folk. Okay, so now when Jason is not on planes, trains, automobiles, and stages,
yes.
What is Jason? What do you do in your spare time?
You know what? I am a bit of a homebody, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, because of what you just said. A lot of my life is on planes and in and out of town and living out of suitcases a fair amount. So when I do get time off, I like being at home. I love to cook. I love to entertain my little group of friends. And I say little because, I like to keep it, it quiet. Small circle. So, but that's what I really love to do. I'm spoiled because my job is not work for me. So my whole life feels like it works. It's a beautiful situation because I just love singing so much,
Yes. And you're doing exactly what you want to do. And that is beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. I'm grateful.
So if you wasn't, doing your lifelong passion of music, what else you think you'll be doing?
Yeah, I would be a chef.
I knew culinary art. See, I had a feeling you
would be a
chef.
Because I believe that's another way to express. Music is my expression. It's how I emote, if you will. It's what comes out of me. It's the emotions. It's my vibrational energy. But it comes out in that creative format. But for my friends who are chefs, it is that for them. Food is that for them. And I love to cook. I grew up with a really cooking grandmother, and I learned a lot from her and from my mother and from my uncles, and so I have a love for cooking, and so I would probably be a chef.
So you know what? When people who love to cook, their food is always so good.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask about me. You better ask around. You better ask your neighbors. I want to find out. Listen, friends.
I'm a foodie. I love me some good food. Oh, my God.
I got you. Let's hook it up. Next time you're in L.A., I got you.
I will. Okay, so listen, I want to thank you for hanging out with me today in the Artist Zone. It was such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, before we go, you got to tell the folks where to keep up, listen to this good music. I know you're on Instagram, Twitter. Let's give out all your handles.
Absolutely. So you can pretty much find me under my name, Jason Morales, or Jason Morales Music on pretty much every handle, or Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of them. It's Twitter. Just look me up. I'll be there. And as far as my music is concerned, my new single is called Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe. And I would love so much for you to give it a listen. And if you like it, please comment, like, share. We are the community that builds each other. And
Yes.
I understand that completely. And if you vibe with me, I would ask that you just pay it forward for your boy and understand that that's how this thing goes.
That's
and that's
right.
how we keep on growing together. So thank you.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys comment, share, as he mentioned, share.
Please.
Yes. So, Jason, I tried to catch you when you jumped off the stage at Capitol Jazz, but I said he like he going to BWI to catch the next flight. So I said I'm gonna leave him alone. You had your white on and you was moving you was moving with a purpose.
Listen, I played Capitol Jazz, and that was okay. So that was an interesting situation. Capitol Jazz happened the first weekend in June, which also happens to be my birthday weekend because my birthday was June 4th. And then additionally, I released Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe on my no, it was actually on my birthday, June 4th. So it happened so I was performing on the 3rd with Kenny Lattimore at the Capitol Jazz Festival. And then for the 4th, we did the All-Star tribute with
Michael
Wayne
Jackson.
Bruce.
With
Wayne Bruce and the Spur of the Moment Band and tributing Michael Jackson. So it was just a full weekend, and I was all over the place, but it was a good time.
Yeah, I saw you. I said I'm gonna leave him alone because he moving kind of fast.
Yeah, and then my mom had come up to surprise. My mother lives in Pennsylvania. She had came in to surprise me. So it was a lovely full weekend. I was just kind of all over the place.
Wonderful, nice. Well, again, much success to you in all that you do. And
thank you so
when
much.
you come back to the DMV, I'm going to be there.
I'll be there sooner than later. And so I'll make sure that you have all the details.
Yes, because you got my information. So I'm going to go ahead and get this music on for the folks. Thank you guys for waiting. Until next time, peace, love, be well.
My darling, I can't get enough of your love, babe. Say that I don't know why I can't get enough of your love, babe. Some things I can't get used to, no matter how I try. It's like the more you give, the more I want it, baby, that's no lie. Oh, no, babe. What can I say? What am I gonna do? How should I feel when everything is you, my baby? What kind of love is this that you're giving me? Is it in your kiss or just because you're sweet? See, all I know is every time you're near, I feel the change. Something moves. I call your name. Look what you got me doing, darling. I can't get enough of your love, babe. I said that I don't know why I can't get enough of your love, babe. Oh. If I could only make you see and make you understand. If I could only make you understand that baby, your love for me is all that I need and more than I can stand. what you got me doing, darling. I can't get enough of your love, babe. Yeah. Say that I don't know why I can't get enough.
Hey everybody, this is the Queen of Philadelphia, Tangeray Hayward, and you are in the Artist Zone with my girl, Smiley J.
All right. It's been fun. Yes. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today and hanging out to the very end, too. Special thanks to today's guest, Mr. Jason Morales. Y'all be sure to pick up his music. Yes, he's doing wonderful things out here in the music world. You know what? Speaking of world, we need more love because love and music is what makes the world go round. I need everyone to be able to say, can't get enough of your love, babe. Okay? So make sure you download the music and follow Jason on all his social media platforms. Until next time, I'm going to need you guys to be well, stay safe, and remember to listen to good music. Your ears will thank you for it. I'm Smiley J, and I'm out.